Enjoy the sunshine.
Well, we already know it's not the warmest day.
We'll stay here.
Not gonna be the warmest day we've had this year. It's not going to be the warmest day of the year.
Can you hear us okay, Sherilyn?
You always have.
Actually, it's people need a snowplow.
No, those gas movies and everybody's gonna have the wing on their summer tires.
What's that?
Everybody's got the wing on their summer tires.
Good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hit record.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. We'll call the meeting to order. Any adjustments or changes to the agenda? Approval of select meeting minutes.
I make a motion that we approve our minutes from our last meeting on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay, when motion and seconded, any discussion? Then please vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Thank you, Victoria. Village Improvement Society.
This was supposed to be Harry and Harry's not here, I guess, so,
I think they've got a meeting tonight.
on the comment at the same time, okay, he might have.
I think I think they got wind of the new ones and they're having to this year they're building a new gazebo.
Right.
And that's gonna
exactly.
come. Boy, yeah, 'cause that one's condemned.
Okay.
It's completely
I thought,
rotted.
yeah, but I thought they wanted to fix that one up.
No,
He made it sound like he was gonna fix it up, but I didn't go into details.
well, the boss told me
I thought you could say that.
a new one is being built.
Okay. They just put a roof on a couple years ago.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, I feel like I don't know if that one's coming down. Or I almost think it might be that it might move like where they have band concerts actually.
I thought it was Harry's last year talk was.
So,
But he said it was gonna be the same location.
okay, so that's neither,
Let's wait, let's wait for
Wait.
Harry.
that's neither here nor there, but what it is
Who
this
is Harry?
Harry
Miller.
Miller?
What it is they're looking to see if they can get any a little extra money to help with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're.
I mean, I think it'd be a good use of the fund because it had to do with like use of the common,
Mhm.
Well, the whole
you
town,
know, and the town would be
Yeah,
using
everybody
it
uses
for
yeah.
all of the
It won't
events.
be the
that we
eyesore
have.
like do not get on because of our insurance and whatever.
Right,
It's
and
dangerous.
because
Yeah,
our
that's it.
insurance is involved with it.
Let's just find out what the
you know,
whole.
Yes, that's all, that's what I'm just saying it's what he wants, I don't
Sounds
care what
good.
it is.
I like it.
I don't know the amount.
We'll wait and
like
get that, yeah, let's find out what's happening with the old one,
Yeah.
the new one, just so when people ask us, we say.
I don't know.
Exactly, because that's, it doesn't work, but, alright, so we'll table it down.
Mr. Chair, can you explain who wants to do this? What group?
Village Improvement Society.
It says it on the,
says
you know,
it
the
on-
agenda.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was, sorry. And what is ANU?
Antiques and uniques,
That's right.
antiques and uniques.
It was a big festival they used to have up on the common that's no longer happening.
Oh, it's not?
No,
Interesting.
And it wasn't like it's completely was
it used to be done by an outside organization.
Children's Aid Society.
Yes, started way back and when my grandmother was in spring shipping, she was on the committee that started it.
73.
There you go. And then they no longer wanted to do it, so the town took it over.
Yep.
And so.
Probably like 2015 or something.
Around the
Two thousand
pandemic.
fifteen-ish.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah.
Before
Give or take.
Yeah, so because when my kids were in school, if they would work to get earn money for their classes.
And we stopped a couple years during COVID, so it wasn't exactly, we made it through 50 years of it. And I don't know, it just was a lot of work.
It's a lot of
What
work,
was the
cost a lot of
original
money.
funding purpose of, was it just to have a town?
They originally started with the Children's Aid Society,
Yeah,
which is
It
for
was a fundraiser
children that
for somebody else.
incarcerated, they help with children incarcerated for people. There was funding to help the kids that the parents are incarcerated and that sort of stuff.
Okay. well,
That's what the Children's Aid Society is for.
yeah.
So I thought, I just wondered that they had that last year.
We did.
We did.
Last year was the
The
last.
town, when the children aid side walked away, the town took it over. But the cost of the amount of work and amount of money that was actually earned offsetting the cost wasn't. It wasn't worth it.
So it's no, I'm sorry,
It's
I
going,
shouldn't be asking, I'm sorry,
yeah, this isn't even really on what we're talking about.
I'm sorry.
That's okay,
No, but you can follow up.
okay. Anyways, interim financing.
I just keep that kept that on there.
Yeah, that's fine.
This
So-
is again being postponed.
No, it is not, if I could talk. Okay. So I just barely got off the phone with Community Bank NA, he just barely emailed me their letter. And both them and Union are doing a line of credit for a year for short term for $750,000. Interest rate for Community NA is 4.85%. And then, let's see, what is Union Bank?
You said what was the rate?
4.85, what's yours?
4.69.
I think your rate is better. But they're, yeah. Community National usually can be,
There's 4.69 unions,
no,
or can you?
that's Community Bank, I gotta go find
Community
it.
National.
Right, Community National Bank and then Community NA, they're two different,
It gets very confusing.
I guess so.
but you can Merchants Bank, but they've been.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bank that we use for the
Oh,
town.
crap, I gotta sign log back into
So
this.
they did, I heard they released the funds for 2000. And the people being custom.
They have about hours, is gonna go through that cycle and finding,
I got
It's gotta be
$80,000,
reviewed by-
Bruce.
yeah, I know.
Alright, and then, sorry, I have to log
But
in.
it's still up,
Union Bank
going
Oh,
forward.
yeah, still, we just have. to
is
see through.
4.89%.
See, so.
Which I think is interesting that our own bank has a higher rate than the other bank, but sometimes banks, sometimes banks do that to like try to get your other business too.
Yeah.
But I mean, if our checking accounts aren't there and they wanna give us a lower rate, I don't against that. But is the term for the letter, that's for a letter of credit, right? It's not a fixed rate?
There's a line of credit, it's 4.69.
Okay.
That's where no deposit account, and then there's the. Town opens an operating account, line of credit, and that's 4.44.
Yeah, see, they're trying to tease you.
Yeah,
But for the short amount of time in the 2.2, that's a lot of work for her. But no, I think it is for a year though as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like we're not gonna start drawing on, I mean, the project's not even start for more weeks, hopefully. Or till we hear from FEMA,
Yeah, until we hear from FEMA, we can't move anything.
and so
Still not in the way.
if we do,
Yes.
they're asking if we wanted to do, an amortized loan, and if we do that, what happens is they're gonna say, okay, you're just 70,000. You're gonna start making payment next month on 7, so I don't think that's very wise. So we're going to, I think it's better if we do the letter of credit. And then as we funds, we draw them in. And then for a year, that'll give time for FEMA to be able to reimburse us, and hopefully we can just pay it off, move on, not have to worry about long-term financing on it. So I'm thinking, I don't know what you fellas think.
I'm guessing that we see FEMA funds. Maybe if they finished in October, we'll probably see it like you said, but.
Yeah, so I mean, and even if it ran longer because of who knows what's going on with the federal government at that time, we have plenty of time to.
Make sure we
Yeah,
get
we-
a commitment with them that.
Yeah.
The funds are going to us, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will have that once we get through this. It's being reviewed, but because the government shut down for 100 days, nobody worked for 100 days. And
Right.
I haven't reviewed it, so. They're, I'm just waiting for Isabella to send
Okay.
a note back, so.
Good.
she sent her
So
what she needed today.
I never said it, so.
I make a motion that we accept Community National Bank of Derby's rate of 4.69% for 12 months for letter of credit for temporary financing on the bridge repair.
Go with the note deposit.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
if we open a deposit account, Michelle's gotta,
Yeah.
that's too much work. I
Yeah.
mean, if it was a bigger savings, I would say yeah. Or if we were doing, to say we had a great big project that we were actually funding, like we were going and getting $1 million 20-year note. Then that would make sense, but I don't even,
6 months.
are they in Morrisville still too?
Yeah.
oh, right, that's right, I forgot, they're at the Stronghold, I forgot. Well, I didn't know, I just.
I've never-
The main office is in Derby, so that's why I said Derby, because that's where they're based out of.
Yeah.
So can you start?
I will think of it.
What?
Can you start them for your motion?
I
Oh.
have words tomorrow, Wednesday.
Guys, you can't hear us, we're all talking.
Can you start?
I'm going to. I make a motion that we accept Community National Bank out of Durban's quote for 4.69 for 12 months for $70,000 for temporary financing until we reimburse from FEMA for the bridge repairs.
Second.
Okay, moving and second, any more discussion? So if I have to go longer, how long can you go down for?
It's 12 months. So he's saying, so we probably won't even sign until July and it'll
And
do.
hopefully get it, but we got,
But the thing is, well, what's nice, the letter of credit to Selectboard farmer, as business, you draw, you need it, so if we need to pay good use. In August, we write, so it's not, even if we use it, we're not gonna have the full amount, only for a short amount of time.
right, yep.
So our costs gonna be
Right.
minimal, hopefully, besides what we have to put in to get the FEMA grant.
Okay, any more discussion?
Says they'll need the current financials of the annual report, copy
Yeah.
number one in the minutes from the meeting.
That's fine.
Okay. No more discussion, we'll proceed to vote, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, just a little bit of housekeeping if I may, what bridge are you talking about and? What happened to it, what are the repairs, if that's not out of order?
The town garage bridge took it, was taken out in the 2023 flood.
Taken till it's completely
No,
gone?
No,
Yeah.
say,
Broke the abutments, state condemned it. So,
So-
FEMA agreed that was done.
So it's not being used, exactly.
no, we blocked out,
Thank
but
you,
the liability, it's dangerous.
thank you for your
If
patience.
you saw it, you would be like, the way was it,
Well, what's the address, what's it,
literally right by the town shop.
okay,
Forty town
It's off of Kurt Road,
okay.
40 town garage or
40 down.
there you go,
Or round four.
just around the corner.
First right on the creek road.
Alright, letters from town of Norwood regarding Act 181 requesting state action.
I didn't put it in your folder.
So my only thing about this is like, I'm not. I'm not against taking a stand, but this is like so fluid. It changes every day, so are they just saying that,
Wanted to ask Dave to be here.
okay, thank you, I'm glad you're here. So I'm like, I'm
I called Russ Singles this afternoon
sure,
to find out.
and who's that?
He is our state senator.
Thank you, I didn't know.
Find out where status of 181 is.
Mhm.
And the House has repealed the road rule, tier 3 and tier 2. Now it's in front of the Senate and the Senate's trying to mess with it. And they're trying to not have those things go away. So it's a crapshoot
Right,
of where it'll end up. But I don't believe, even if it passed. I think an election in the fall would change that for next year. I don't see how that would ever stay intact. I sure hope not. So. Yeah, it's bogus. Yeah.
So in this paper
so
from,
what, so
The road.
I think
rule-
we need to take a stand, I mean, as a town, with how we feel, I mean, what do you want them coming in and saying?
Well, I certainly not for it.
No.
Tier 2 or tier 3 or the road rule.
I feel like just sort of flipping thing out.
Who's gonna write?
So
You guys wanna
what
write
is
a
the
letter?
what are they saying thinking the benefit of all this is?
Well, Burlington's in charge.
No, that's true.
So Burlington wants a housing bill. So they slipped these three things into a housing bill,
Trying to hide them,
and it's not, it's a land bill.
yeah,
That's what it is.
right,
90-something% of Vermont is rural lands.
right,
You know, as far as I'm concerned, that's most everybody's portfolio.
right,
You know, instead of having a portfolio in the bank, they have the land.
yeah,
And it's super restrictive. And on top of that, our wetlands designation is gonna be the biggest boondoggle you ever saw.
oh, no.
what was Daniel telling us, we were going to look at that Astro project, what was he telling us last year? Besides the wetland, there was something else they wanted that, What'd you say?
River Ford.
no,
right?
it was an animal, was it bees or was it?
Oh,
What?
That's.
Bats,
Yeah.
restriction on bats are gonna get stronger, and there was some other animal
Yeah.
that we would get
You
concerned
you
about.
haven't even seen the beginning of what wetlands will be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the whole eastern third of the state, he comes either river corridor or wetland. Or
So,
wildlife habitat, so there's
you
like.
know,
Oh, buildings.
East County, what do we have? We have no clouds, so we have towers, we have a dump, and we have prison.
Right,
There you have it.
or the other stepsister.
So. No residents that drive.
Does, does Russ think there's a hope that there's enough votes to stop this?
It's a crapshoot right now. You know, they, Democrats hold the Senate.
Yeah.
They promoted this bill. So. I can't tell you. And you know, we're at the 19th of May, so everything is fast and furious for the next 2 weeks, so.
And a lot happens those last few hours, you know.
It's
through-
scary.
Through a whole bunch
Yeah,
of stuff.
and I'll, you know, I get a legislative update weekly,
Yeah.
through our real estate stuff. You know, landlord stuff is. It's just Band-Aid, Band-Aid, Band-Aid.
Okay, so what should we, I guess as a town, what should we do? Like,
What's your north, what is the,
It's
I don't know,
Charleston,
where do you have right
right
there?
here is Charleston. So, well, what, I mean, to me, what brings it to the other people, if it's true. They start putting restrictions on, that land's less valuable, so to raise your taxes, everybody else is gonna be paying more. Right, according to this paper,
and,
right, you need so much money,
Right,
and if you're putting restrictions on some land, that ain't as valuable. Somebody else has to pay for it.
And I mean, you put restrictions on a lot of.
so this is the town of,
so we have, there's a bunch of, we have like more than other towns, they want us to join kind of their fight, like trying to get out there and say like, look, you don't agree with us, we don't want you.
well, as far as I'm concerned, it's super restrictive. And short-sighted, I mean, it's almost like. A land trust coming in and buying everything up
Right.
and not allowing any kind of development.
They're not.
And these towns will.
Right, not
Just
just-
not, if you don't have some sort of growth. Other than, I mean, and we're not talking, we're not gonna have cul-de-sacs and,
Right.
and downtowns
We
here.
could be families with younger.
You have to
families.
you have to have some growth. So you can't restrict everything. And basically, that will make it so expensive to do anything with your land. A road, my God, then wetlands will get involved and then we'll have to have culverts the size of Mount St. Helens to get across the stream that you can hop across.
That dries up half the year,
Yes,
last 2 streams.
look at what Mickey's done.
Right,
There was a town road there or a state route, went right through the driveway and right through.
right,
Now you're held up in jail for putting up drugs.
Yeah. After she got a wastewater permit and approval,
Yeah.
after,
Doctor said, go ahead.
Right.
And the permit had the driveway listed.
Yes.
In the permit, so that's the part. that-
so we have a bean counter. Deciding what's gonna happen, and then we get a whole, now we're gonna have a whole herd of bean counts. So I'm in favor of what these folks are saying. I went to this rally, I've never been to a rally in my life, I went down to this one rally. And just listening to these people that, you know, have sugar places and have. A home, you know, 1,000 feet back into their property. And, you know, we wouldn't be able to do that, the cost would be ridiculous,
Mhm.
so. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Well, I don't know, like, I don't know what experience not, but some of the things I've read and seen, they're like, well, you know, if you got that and saying that other people should use it, well. That's my choice, I worked hard, I bought it, I earned it, and it's mine, if I want to go back to the public, I will. But someone else should come behind for the money I
What
earned.
have we done for 50 years in Prasbury? We've had a ski trail through everybody's property.
Right.
And nobody has a trail right. Signature done through community and there's goodwill and
Right.
and being a good neighbor.
I definitely.
And they respected it and it's worked well.
I don't know,
And without somebody telling us, there, now it's my right.
I can see the wetland rules starting to affect the details and everything else.
It'll affect everything.
Everything.
Of
one of our biggest income is tourism.
course it is.
And if no one's living here to work here. And there's no one to wait on in the restaurant, there's nobody to clean your hotel room. I mean, Greensville's doing that right now, they got nobody,
They have nothing.
no one can afford to live there to work.
Especially
Work.
if you have to start putting in small towns, like this, have to start putting in sewer systems and everything like that. So,
Yeah. I mean, we've been getting
Yeah.
the thought of a septic system here.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put it?
Well, that's the problem.
Where do you go?
River rafts
Yeah.
around the whole town.
That's gonna be like that.
And that, so never got
Buy a
a.
section of Sterling property and pump it up the hill.
Right to the swamp on top of the mountain.
There you go,
To run downhill everywhere.
sure,
2/3.
Yeah,
I mean, we
I'm not,
should,
I'm not a pessimist, really.
no, you're
I
not.
love where we are, I love what we do, and I love the freedom that we have. And there's a big challenge to your ability to do anything. And it's coming out of an urban environment.
Yep.
And I'm sick of being led, you know, if you drove through Greensboro. And you drove through Craftsbury, could you tell which town has had zoning for almost 60 years? Nope,
okay,
and we have a lot more people than they do.
Right,
There's already so many restrictions on the lake.
I'll say that.
They have a bigger tax base, though,
Well, it's-
Isn't that something? I know,
a much bigger tax base.
but you know,
Anyway.
those,
You know, but I can try to come up with a draft and send it to you guys and you can make some edits and,
okay.
you know, it's the
Maybe
best I
if
can
you.
do. I didn't come up with.
Mine
anything
is
yet.
included you
oh,
in.
happy to.
Perfect, yes, because he's a real estate guy, he knows a little more.
No, I'll send you a, just,
And that's not, I'm not even coming from the real estate. side.
Well, I know, but I just feel like you're more learned and.
Well, let's just follow it a little closer.
Yes, and that's why we appreciate your
Yeah.
input and opinion, so I'm thinking if whatever you put together, like maybe you have to take a look.
maybe I'll also try to, have I know planning commission's meeting tomorrow. Maybe just so they can see it.
Yeah, good idea.
I'll try to come up with something.
Yeah.
I'll AI
That's
it.
a good idea.
yeah, bring that up, yeah, you've been voting.
You know AI is gonna cause for, a loss of water, right? AI is not good. AI is terrible for the world. I know you do, Jim, and I've been telling you to stop it.
I got a girlfriend.
Hey, I'm sad. I was awesome Saturday, great.
Oh, thank you. That really was.
Okay. So yes, you can do that, that'd be great. We have
There's one more weight permit in there.
Oh, we're all in your reports right now.
Yeah, one.
Community report, yeah, then we'll do that.
Oh,
Or committee reports, what do you got?
I don't have anything.
Nothing, excellent, we're moving on. Go with your break payments.
Wait permit, structural.
Structural Wood Corporation,
There's a new one that he has to sign, so.
It's done.
and at least this says Warren Hill Trucking in, oh, you're saying that's the third
He
one?
signed them, yeah, he already signed them.
Yeah, so please-
So these Warren Hill Trucking, Outlet contracting,
And now, structural wood.
Yeah.
Now we're all caught up.
all right, clerk's report.
So I just wanted to let you know, they had a sewing group here the first Sunday of the month, for the whatever.
For the press for you.
Craft for you thing, and they really loved it here, they thought it was a good setup for it, and
It was a
Sunday,
good
there's
work.
really nothing going on here, so like, I'm fine with it, but I just wanted your okay to make sure you guys are
I
fine
think that's
with it.
great if people.
You know, they left it perfectly out, they put everything back and.
Except
and-
amending,
And I double checked, she's not doing it for money or anything like that, so it's just, just the
she's
group.
very passionate about it and just. wants
Oh,
to
and they
share
help
with
out
them.
each other and you know what, it's a great idea, so
Nice.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
it.
she's very good at it.
So the second thing is, there was, at the corner of the South Craftsbury Road and the Crick Road, where
Yeah.
that little triangle is, there's a little girl that must live nearby,
Yeah,
the mother's name is Ada Real, but it's Real. And, they own, right, so,
what house they own?
it's one of the houses nearby.
Is it William Britton's old one?
I don't know.
So what about the?
Anyways, but her little girl wants to do a summer project and just wants to make it pretty, and I'm like.
Go to
"Good girl."
town.
Have that.
Sure.
Yeah, my guess is they'll plant some flowers and I don't know, I said, whatever you'd like to do, and it's like, if, I told her, I'm like, if you are buying some flowers, you come find me and I'll pay you back, so. No, but she's a little.
I understand, but
so
like, we're not
it's-
gonna, like, how much money are we talking?
I'm not talking the town, I'm talking me.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking like.
She could get volunteers.
I wanna say, I mean, I'm not,
Yeah.
yes, flowers, but like some people's idea of like what to spend and not to
Yeah.
spend are very different, so like.
It won't cost them.
I would, Senator Brewer said, we'll cut a deal, and I'm like.
I have,
Awesome.
I do have her email, so I will reach out to her.
Yeah,
So.
we could just put a thing out.
Some people are like,
Like
budget.
20 bucks for flowers, and
Yeah.
people will donate,
Okay.
and that'll be great.
So Sherilyn Peterson, there's a few emails in there.
I read them this
And there's a
afternoon, yeah.
letter, and there's some pictures. I have,
I didn't see.
Oh,
pictures.
I did get hold of.
I want to see pictures. I know the Corlett is, and Amy knows where it was. I lived here my entire life and I never knows where it is.
Whoever put it way back too close again, so
It
I
was-
have.
It
reached
was
out to
moved
them.
last year, town had.
Oh, is that where it all-
Fire department moved it over onto the other place.
That's a litter.
It was taken care of, we addressed it last year.
But I mentioned it, so they said that they would move it back for me.
Perfect.
So.
So go basically where the car or on the other side of it or something.
Right, to the edge of the parking lot.
Well,
Did they put it there because there were, I mean, I know it's not good for the root street, I read your two roads, Cheryl, and I appreciate all the information. Do you think they put it because there's no real level spots, they're thinking when comes the tree will help it out? Is that their thought
I don't
process?
know, cause I mean, it's a,
They put it there last year, so I think.
I don't know why.
It's very, very good.
He was
Got it.
part of.
Okay. By the tree, got it. I don't know if the other end of the common is where we wanna put it, because everything happens on this end.
I don't wanna put it on the other end of the common, it's too far away, we're paying for it, and that way over there, it's gonna be a Sterling, well, if it's Sterling,
Sterling going away.
everything left from Sterling. And the funeral home, it's not gonna be used by, I mean, we're paying.
Well, cause for the farmer's market's on this end, or anything they have it, so like if you have elderly people that need to use a bathroom,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be able to get to the other end of the common. I think it's fine.
Could I address that for just a minute?
Sure. Can you speak up a little?
Yeah, I did a little research and I found that the common is 850 feet long in the interior. And it takes about 3 minutes for someone to walk end to end. I don't think that's a lot. And it has a huge impact on the historic district here and the views towards the church and the bandstand. I look out my house. I have 4 windows and a porch. Everything I see in front is just this big blue outhouse.
No, I'm saying we'll move it off the tree, but the other end is gonna be, I understand 3 minutes, that's a healthy person. We have a lot of elderly people live in our town. That they would, if they've got walkers or a cane and they are able to venture out, they're not gonna make it to the other end of the common and use the bathroom.
Well, if that's not an option, I'm hoping that maybe we
Really
could.
isn't a
put it-
public
And the
bathroom
church not a
either.
public bathroom either, cause their septic system is about ready to quit.
Yeah,
Well, like what about to the side of the common or towards the library or somewhere other than, smack in the middle of,
they have
Of
a
the view.
contract with us and it has to be in a parking area.
Yeah.
They have to access it in the winter time.
So I mean, you can move it
Well,
off,
but
the
if
tree, but we
it's-
we move it to the left a little bit, I would say, right?
Put it over towards more towards the school.
Like you put it this way.
Yeah,
that would be helpful. And also, my understanding is it's seasonal, so it's not there in the winter.
Correct,
No, it comes in March and there's snow there.
right. Well, there's snow here until end of April,
No.
middle, months. We had snow in May last week.
It gets there in March because of there's some kids that use it for their running, and they.
Oh, when the girls are on side there,
Run
because
there.
the school is
Okay.
locked up, cause see, when I was a kid, nothing was locked up, you get into the school, you could use the facilities.
I mean,
But
I
now-
thought on the other side of like closer to where the sign is, but I don't know if that interferes with like the line of sight for the buses and the kids trying to walk there. That was my worry of,
No.
cause there's a lot of traffic right there and
Yeah,
if,
we put one on well, it's a short section of fence, you go through the gate where we entered cars for antiques and uniques, if you put it just to the left of that gate, there's a short section of fence there, put it up against that.
and it
it's
wouldn't
still in
interfere with the,
No, it's still in the parking lot, it's not gonna interfere with line of sight because it's still got grass and trees and telephone poles and everything.
Well, what's really is off the roots of the trees because we got a lot of people come and die, so we appreciate the new trees.
I can ask him if they could come up with a better color. I don't know if they will for me, Sherilyn, but not sure. I can ask them.
Yeah.
though.
I mean, we understand your concern and they are not attractive, but we are. If you don't have it, it just means we can't have town functions on the common.
Yeah.
Well, if you moved it towards the main road, that would be a significant help, I think, and if.
We are
you-
gonna go towards the gazebo, yes.
It
Pardon
may
me?
take for a week though, because I think they come on Wednesday, so it
Oh,
might have,
sure.
when I get hold of them, it might be too late for them to fix it.
It's not a, the three
It's a
firefighters picked it up last year, looked it over, so. It'll be moved in the next week, so I'll come and help you get out.
We have a lot of support.
And if they did have a more neutral color, like a-
They're moving it.
You just
What did you
volunteered.
say?
Who's moving it?
What did she say?
Oh, pause.
Kaplan's cleaning
Oh,
it.
they're- Okay.
I'm sorry, Sherilyn, go ahead.
oh, I was just saying, if they did have a more neutral color, that would be helpful too, like a brown or a gray would be much less obtrusive.
I can ask
I-
them. It's better than yellow.
I think there's, some people have green.
A green or a tan or something would be a little, not so bright. I know what you mean. I can ask them.
Okay, thank you,
I can let you
Michelle.
know after I talk to them tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, charge.
Do they charge you for that?
And,
Do they charge you to change the color of the portalet?
I don't
I don't
know.
think they've got another, I've driven by and he has got.
Everything's
seal.
I think
Bloomberg.
Richard maybe.
Richards now, or I've got a brown one at my.
Oh, brown.
At my place, so. Yeah. We'll take a look and see what we've got, so.
Anything else, Sherilyn, you want to add?
No, I mean, I put everything I could think of that might be relevant in my letter and my email, so I think you've got all the information.
Thank you, I
I-
appreciate your time.
Thanks
I
for coming on,
appreciate your,
Cheryl.
yeah, I appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Okay, that it for clerk report?
Just a couple little things that
Alright.
got added afterwards.
You know.
Freedom and Unity, they're gonna be having a legislative like wrap up here at the town hall on Saturday, the 6th of June.
What's the legislative wrap up?
Um,
Oh, going over
Leanne-
what this state is
Harpo's
talking
gonna
about.
be there and a couple more legislative people that she told me the names and I can't tell you
Sure.
their names offhand. So I thought that would be fine. I thought,
Lovely.
and they'll set up food. I got a coffee maker and I might do like the voters wanna try to, like if I get here at 9, if some voters they wanna do something to get voters to try to vote.
What-
Try to get people to vote. So I'll say if you want to come by on a Saturday, you. can.
Oh, like someone get them sworn in to be registered voters?
Yeah, just to try to get some registered voters. They wanna get more hooks this year, I guess. We have a lot of people that vote in town. There is an email that I think I put in there. It's to do with the insurance company in Solomon.
Yeah.
They wanted to change the letter,
Not a contract.
the contract,
They want it to include
I've got to tell you that.
if there's anything ruined in the house.
And if there's something wrong in the house from it, we
League
can
of Cities and Counties does not want to add that to it, they want to have. You tell us what's wrong in the house and make it 120, not adding this because.
There's something wrong in their house.
Cause it's been that way for 6 months. You think they would, I don't know.
No, I understand, but I'm like, why did
They,
there's something wrong
they're
in the house?
saying maybe there might be some, I don't think, are they back yet?
Oh, is this for
They're
that?
not like, yeah,
so they haven't checked that out.
To make sure that we're
You
getting
know,
this all taken care of one shot.
I had the caretaker go in and check, make sure the power was on and everything was working when it
Yeah.
happened. And everything was supposedly fine when it happened. Okay.
What I'm saying is, are they, insurance company, are they asking just for liability versus like if there's anything else wrong, it's all done in one
They want
shot?
to make it extended and it's, and the insurance company saying, no, let's just make this.
Who wants to extend it?
The Solomons.
Oh,
The insurance company is saying, let's just tell us what's gone, we'll settle up with that and not have this open ended. Oh, if something goes, 6 months from now or whatever, so.
No, I think if anything is,
if any
Wrong
road would have
today.
happened,
Right.
if anything's wrong today, we fix it. Anything that goes 6 months down the road.
Yeah.
it could be anything.
Could be anything, it's very plain up to be.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
not, I would not open it, I would say,
Right.
if the house needs to be inspected as of this date, and anything after that
Same.
Yes.
is, and I would say after the work is done.
So are they saying, you said you did caretaker going, are they saying, so if we don't leave it open ended, do you think we need to wait at least for them to get back to Vermont to be there for someone to go in and walk through with them?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, right?
I mean, you say, yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking like
Okay.
if we're, this to be
We're
good,
still gonna move forward, to getting posted there.
Of course, yes, of course.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying like, do we just like as a courtesy to them, be like, okay, yeah, we don't feel like we need to do open ended, but we wanna make sure you have or maybe say, okay, you know, your caretaker went through with a road foreman and everything is in operating order. So we feel like we don't like open ended, or you want, maybe just ask them, like, are you fine with us just preparing and closing, or do you feel like you need to walk through it yourself before we can finalize the claim, because we're
You
not.
want me to
ready
call
go.
Daniel and ask him?
Right.
What he wants to do?
Yeah, just say like, tell them what happened, and just say, you know,
If he's up, they know what happened.
No, but I'm saying. Just reiterate what you just said, like, hey, I went through with your report, with your,
Basically, it's find out when he's coming back, so.
Yeah, when are you guys coming back? Because I had them going through it after this happened, and he said everything was fine, and all of a sudden, Zed's attacking the guy down there that's. Getting ready to do the work, and asking him was down, and cut a big fat check for digging up the driveway, and this, that, and the other thing, he's like, you need to ask Steve. So, you know, it's all being pushed by the guy that's still taking it, because I think he wanted to be the one to get paid to fix it, and he's not a certified electrician.
Oh.
I think it's all being preempted by him, so.
They're
Got
worried
I will
about,
deal directly with the Solomons.
apparently they're worried that might have caused power surge that might have affected electronics in the house.
And as a caretaker, he may not know where all that stuff is, he might
Right,
have a
yeah,
hidden
right.
cell phone or something that's not.
Alright, so yeah, so I would
I
say,
can see why you're worried.
I'd say
Should
close
check.
ended, it'll end up being closed ended, but if. We won't close the claim until they get back to Vermont and we walk through with you or one of us or whatever they feel comfortable with, some of representative of the town. That everything's in working order. And then we will close the claim. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we, if anything.
I mean, if it's their home, I get that.
You know, that's the idea,
Alright, sounds good.
so I'll call in tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you, appreciate that. Alright, Barb, old email, what's that mean?
Orlovsky, I
Who
didn't
is she?
spell it.
Ms. Orlovsky, she has a camp up on Auburn Hill Road,
Okay,
and usually about this time of year, we get an email about grading, stuff like that for them. She emailed wanting to know, wanted to offer to ask Keith Morrison, there was a big boiler bubbled up and then slid and everything kind of shifted downhill in front of Jeremiah's house. In the road, but it's class 4 road. And she wanted to know if she could hire Ethan to go up and maybe dig out that spot.
so she's gonna pay for that?
And she would pay for that, but she wanted to know if the town would bring a couple loads of gravel up to improve the surface. And I told her that I didn't have a problem with, I said, as far as my answer to her was, I will bring this up here tonight, but that being a class 4 road, I have no issue with that, her paying Ethan, make upgrade. At her expense, and then I plan on grading the road like we usually do, so then next week we do it.
So is she gonna pay us for the gravel?
And she's not gonna pay for the gravel, and so what I told basically would bring up is that we don't put crap on usually on class 4. We used to do, we have done. When we had aircraft, we have done run bank run through our grizzly, so they don't have huge rocks. So we run bank run gravel up there specifically before, and we did some over.
How many class 4 roads do we have?
We have three that technically have people on them. We have the Fulton Hill Road. And we have Scott Lane. And we have Twin Loop. So my feeling.
I'm just, what mine is like, we start setting a precedent, we next time, everybody.
You'll have $2,000.
We have X amount of dollars to use on class
We do?
4.
Yep.
Oh, I guess there was that,
And
yeah, excellent,
the way I feel about that is, yeah, Coburn Hill gets $500 and the other.
Yeah.
Get 500 as well. It should not go to Coburn Hill every time.
No.
So, my thoughts are, if we use that money that we have towards advanced run gravel from some pit, or even a screen gravel that goes. One of the pits I talked to today has, basically their bank run, but they run it through their crusher.
Okay,
so that it gets streamed down with 5-inch stone, so you have nothing bigger than that.
Yeah.
Which is basically what our bank run gravel was, like, you guys would take out any really big lots.
Mhm.
They get $13.75 a yard for that. So
and what does that mean?
that means a truckload is gonna be around. It's 14 times 14, so, you know.
Or like,
So
I
you're
for
not-
comparison, but what we were paying, like if we got out of our pit that we're closing here, so.
Our pit's closed, there's nothing in it.
Well, okay, and that's not my
We
question.
paid $2.95 a
You
yard.
paid $2.95 a yard,
Okay.
now you're gonna pay $13.95.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
So
also paid for crushing and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
You're looking at about $200 a load, so we'd be able to get 10 loads of crusher runs, 10 loads of bank run gravel, basically. Cause we have what, 2,000, I think it is, in class 4 account.
Yep.
And to divvy up on the 3 roads. So, that's a year. So we could put 2 loads there, or 3 loads there in front of that. But
Well, that's, wait a minute, what about the road that goes to, past the wood lot? That's not a class 4 road, that's ours, that's privately owned?
that's not a class 4 road,
That's 3. That's okay.
So 3
that's a class 3, it's not up to standard.
Am I wrong about the numbers? Isn't a 4 below a 3?
4 is below a 3, on a class 4 road, technically, all we are
Got it.
responsible for
It's
is bridges
confusing.
and culverts.
Okay. But on a class 4 road, we don't have to do anything.
But we grade them once a year.
It has to be possible.
Why does the class 4 have to be passed where class 3 does not?
Plus 3,000.
Class 3 done. That section is not up to standards.
Okay.
That's one of the.
So what
ones-
I'm saying is, why are we spending so much money on roads that are less?
Because people live on them, they pay taxes on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I don't understand, I'm not.
Culver-
I
Culver
don't
Hill is-
understand.
Over
Over hill, you've got quite a tax base up there now. And you do, even on Scott Lane, for the length of it, you have.
They won't listen to look at their properties, we don't know the tax values on that road.
Twin Bridges is.
And Twin Bridges.
I don't think.
Yeah, you've got some down there too, so. yeah.
Okay, no,
Twin
I'm just trying to
Twin
understand how it
Bridges
works.
is Very seldom asked for anything. so.
Who?
Twin Bridges,
Yeah.
folks on that road, they
They
don't.
probably, they have no money to pay for it.
So,
Whatever.
so.
No, but if they don't,
Well, it's beyond the folks.
there ain't a lot of traffic, then it doesn't get. Yeah.
So anyway. So
I-
what I told her was, you know, if she wants to pay Ethan to dig the clay out,
Mhm.
fine, but. We're not gonna resurface the road.
No.
You know. And I did go up and grade it, so. I
So-
pushed the boil back up the hill where it.
So if you have 10, that's not divisible by 3, are you gonna go and look at each road to see which one
I
needs?
buy 9 loads, or you would talk to, you know, the Williams. Down on the
Just
end,
not about it.
down on the end of Twin Bridges, they may not want it.
Exactly, not
They
needed.
may be happy with the way it is for now,
Sure.
you know, but I wanna make sure. I wanna make sure it's something that's offered to all 3.
Yeah, no, I agree, yeah.
Not just one all the time.
I'm sure the Prescott Lane one, or
That's,
Scotland.
Prescott Drive has nothing to do with that. there's two
They've asked,
properties off from that road.
So anyway, yeah, but I
Not
mean,
one of them has the last name Bearville.
anyway,
anyways,
that's.
I know,
we're going down the
they,
wrong-
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
contacted us several
So
times.
yeah, I think that's good, that sounds good.
I'll move that we spend the $2,000,
That's the
split between
$2,000.
3 roads,
Yeah.
however it works out, split it.
Well, I mean, I know what for you, but I'm just thinking like if maybe this year, one road needs 4 loads of this gravel, one needs 2 and the other one needs, you know what I mean?
I'll put it at the discretion of the road.
Is it, cause then it might.
You're right, cause you don't go totally even, cause
Yeah.
Orville brings a lot more taxation.
Well, I'm also just
They
thinking,
do, but
but I'm also
they've
thinking,
also for the last 20 years gotten.
everything they want.
It's good.
But the also thing is, I'm thinking the state of the road, so if there's another road that really needs it, so maybe this year we're gonna put a little attention there, and then next year, you know, you just get the rain, you don't get
You
any.
just don't forget about it.
Yeah, we're gonna be on rotation, yeah.
So,
Did you wanna start that over, approve $2,000?
Well,
Well, we already have had it in our
it's
budget,
already on.
part of our budget, we're not spending extra money,
Just,
Or
I
go
want
ahead.
to clarify with you folks, not
Please
trying to
do.
put pressure on gravel on it.
go right at, thank you.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work,
Uh,
what else you got?
So that did get graded, by the way.
Thank you.
For this year. So, as you know, our pit dried up.
I do not know,
They're done down there, we were 1,500 yards shy of having in on sand, I was hoping to get out of it, we figured 6,000 yards of sand, this year was what we were gonna need, we got about 4,600 yards of sand.
Okay.
4,700.
So there's no more, there's nothing, you got everything, like-
They're moved out, we're done, and they will not come back in there anymore.
I notified the Mellots that we were done.
We know, we moved around and they moved around and tried that bit probably 8, 10 different times, scratching down what they could here, there and everywhere, so. We are done down there,
excellent,
so
so,
now I've gone around and got prices.
that's the real, like,
To get 1,500 yards, to get 1,500 more yards of sand and
do you think that's enough?
6,000 yards would be enough.
Well, just because the reason I'm asking is the last year with the salt, I know you're working on getting close to salt shoulder, do you use extra, we have to use any extra sand? Do you need a little more?
We have room for 6,000 yards of sand, we don't
Okay.
have any more room for that.
Okay, that's fine, I just wanna make sure you got the material you need,
I have room for another 1,500 yards.
excellent,
So it's just a
I just
matter
know
of
that the
where
building was
I
high,
go, yeah. There's 3 different options, close, that is somewhat close by. I'd rather almost go with the middle option. It's a. $9.30 a yard versus $8 a yard closer, and $8 a yard is a lot closer, but there's a lot more clay and a lot more silt in it.
so can you say who or what, who did?
Yeah, I can tell you, Gravels was at $9.30 a yard
Okay,
for sand. Salvus was at $12 a yard.
that's Dirt Works,
Dirt Works, yeah.
yeah,
And Salvus is a little bit further home,
mm-hmm,
and then Bob Weiss right on.
what about Grimes Construction,
Like Grimes will not sell sand out of his pit to anybody.
really?
I think, he
Well,
only ever,
I didn't.
he only ever sold to Elmore,
Okay,
and then he stopped selling to Elmore.
I just, I thought of it, because going to Morrisville, and I saw a bunch of trucks going in by, and walking to South Town Hill.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I wonder what's in that pit. So I didn't know what was going on.
As far as I know, he won't sell.
Alright,
Or
I-
he only sells to Elmore or something like that.
yeah, so you wanna go to where?
Well, I'd like to go to Gravels, but I could do, I chatted with Steve about this, at his retirement party. I could do Bob Wise, Bob is willing to mix it up a little bit different than what he would normally do. And we're only capping it, so we're mixing the stuff that we have,
Okay.
as we're digging it out. He's closer, I don't know if this year we could top it with what he's got. Because we do mix some salt in with it, problem I'm worried about is the more silt and clay we put into our roads when we grade in the spring. The more mud and sliminess you're gonna get. Cause the sand gets mixed in the spring, that's why we like some.
And you
I
could-
mean, I appreciate good price, but I also want a good product.
And
I
it's
got-
don't have to
not
add
horrible.
it here.
It's not horrible.
So if you, I mean, for 1,500 yards, if you do it this one year, is it really gonna make that big of an
If for
impact?
1,500 yards this year probably won't make a big.
But maybe next year we do something
For
different,
next year at 6,000 yards, it's going to make a difference.
okay,
So,
so maybe this year we just do
They
that,
split it. 3/4, 1/4 and the other of the.
well, I mean, we've got
Anything like
4,700 yards of some really rotten
Right,
sand
yeah.
because we crushed ourselves this year.
right?
So,
Right.
there's a lot of rock in that sand.
What was Bob's price?
Bob's was $8 a yard, and he would lower. And he
But
would
it's-
try to have it done by the end of July.
So much, This is the biggest thing is.
So I feel like that's what you wanna do, why don't we just do that?
A lot closer.
I've been kind of hemming and hawing
Well,
about
you're
which way to
thinking,
go.
but for 1,500, I mean, if you're doing all 6,000, cause I don't think we wanna like make our roads.
I don't
The
want.
result, we don't wanna ruin the result of the roads,
We've got some pretty good roads right now with the
Exactly.
material that we have.
right,
And we no longer have that material
right,
because that. Matter one location that is now done.
right,
So everything we add now.
Right.
Affects what we do down the road.
so I feel like just to get us
And I
through
wouldn't,
this year,
I wouldn't care, you want to split it? Yeah. 700.
or whatever, yeah,
Well, my thoughts are we go with him for sand and then the balance of the budget, we would go with Gravel's construction.
And they're what for pressure?
Their crusher run from Gravels was 1725 yards.
alright, so then how much you're getting from Body, you said?
By Bob wise would be 1,500 yards of sand.
Oh,
That
okay,
would finish out of road sand.
okay, so we still
That's
need gravel,
gonna cost about 60,000 for road sand,
mm-hmm,
which over $100,000 leaves me 40,000 for gravel.
got it,
So the balance of that 40,000 would get me probably 2,000 yards of gravel-ish
okay,
from Gravel's construction, maybe 2,500.
and what do you got over there now?
We got maybe 600-700 there now of that.
Okay, okay,
What was, Salvus,
Salus's gravel,
haul it further, but.
Salus's gravel was, no, Salus's was 1725 yards, sorry. Gravel's construction was
You're gonna need another
15.
book.
1535 a year. So gravel's construction, we've used their gravel before,
Mhm.
they make a pretty good product, it packs well. I was a little worried about post road this year because we used it and that really lumped up when it froze,
Mhm.
but it didn't. I don't know if it was because we had a dry fall or what, but it didn't fall apart, which is good. And we stayed off of the grader, so we didn't break the seal and it stuck, so. I, they have a good price on their gravel. I think especially where we're gonna be doing that Hatchburg project, that's close to there.
Yeah, right.
Right, yeah.
Well, and I mean, the other thing too is like last year, when we were in a jam to get that project done, they jumped in. So I mean, it's kind of nice to like, when people were, you know, you give and take, like they came in,
I agree, and,
So, I mean-
and Bob is willing, moving forward, if we're gonna buy 6,000 yards of sand from him, he's willing to do things differently too. So.
and he needs,
you
but he
know,
needs time to do that.
But
Yeah.
it needs to be something not last minute. you know?
Okay.
Right, so yeah,
And so I did explain to him, I said, boy, you know, I don't care for that, you got a lot of silt and a lot of clay over there, but if we took a bucket of that and mixed it with a bucket of this. Kind of cut it, then, you know, we could probably get through.
yeah,
I think it makes great driveway sand, I don't think it's great for roads.
Good.
And I worry
So
about
keep
this,
up with it, find out if
I
you
think,
come up with a
Brian
project.
as a cap this year, we'll know a lot more. and we'll-
Right.
right, and yeah, that's a good idea, so you use a small amount, you'll get a feel for like, okay, so now this is Matt bag, so if he makes the adjustments, you probably feel. Yeah.
It is part of my budget, but I wanted to.
No, I think
okay it.
that's,
I
well,
want
I think
to
it's,
be open and
I appreciate it, because we're going to have to go about this very differently.
I wish sales that was in town.
Yeah. But,
There ain't no ounce of silk in that. Oh, it's beautiful roads.
Yep.
anything else you want on?
Oh, what else do you wanna know?
I don't know, what else is, do you need to talk about?
So
I don't even know it all.
Want to say Universe?
what's one?
Universe, you want to say they're all finished?
Oh, Universe is definitely done.
Oh, is it a brand new stock?
We paid our last one.
The end of their contract, it was like $170,
Good,
so.
Atwood,
oh, yeah,
Atwood project was going to start June 9th. So we're gonna be doing the Atwood Hill project starting June 9th.
yeah,
And approval for that too from what's her face.
Then July 6th. Adam and Alan is lined up to start on the Hatchbrook project.
okay,
That being said, I went back to
guardrails,
Lafayette. And asked them to requote. The Hatchbrook project in used. Because if you remember, I asked them to.
right,
Quote with the new, because we thought being a.
right,
Grant, we were gonna have to use new. I don't know if we'll be doing it at all. The new numbers, did I forward those to you? So. The numbers were the same for the Wild Branch project. You know, that we talked about,
yeah,
fixing the Wild Branch and the Hatchbrook repairs. The new, the culvert project with used stuff came out to, like right around $9,000.
how much was saving was it?
Huh?
What was it before, what's how much was saving? It's like $4,000,
But when you couple that with what I wanted to do with the repairs, you would almost double what my budget is for. Paragraph.
well, I mean, the other thing too is. Maybe we just bite the bullet, fix them all this year, and next year we don't do any, because we didn't do any for how many years?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's in one location, you know, so it'd be nice to get that. That area done,
Right,
you know, and then maybe we
Oh, what
skip
do you guys
it and
think?
move on, or
Right,
we know
that
now.
one, probably gonna, right.
We know now that we're gonna
Right.
add more to the budget, we know
well, I mean,
more about the
it,
pricing of it.
well, right, and the other thing too, we kind of knew the prices, but yet we haven't ordered, since you've
I-
been here, we
I-
haven't done culvert, I'm done guardrails. So I mean, if maybe we just get the project done and do it right this year, and then next year we're like, yeah, we won't be doing any guardrails next year.
Or at least we know that we've been way under budget because we haven't done it for so long, and none of us knew it.
Well, we don't have.
When we were putting the budget together last year, I had an idea it was gonna cost more, but I didn't know how much.
Right.
Now we know exactly what.
But they don't all have to be put And 2 or 3 years, you know.
right.
So in a couple of years, we had carried it over, but we didn't do that last
Right.
year.
No, so I just think, I think we
Ain't
fixed,
done anything at all.
Yeah.
We started on it, we're way ahead of what we used to.
So I
we
guess,
keep
I
the
guess I'm
total-
looking for-
so I say,
Tell them to
we
go
want
ahead
to all
and do-
three. I still don't like going on South Craft Road, I'm sorry, this cable's don't make me feel safe.
On Southwest Road.
So if you wanna do all
Yeah,
three
I don't get
projects,
everything,
Pretty scary right there, right?
it's not a safe spot,
if you wanna do
It's all
all three projects,
doesn't matter,
you're looking at 21,000.
I say we do it.
That's 21, that's 21.
That's 3 times what my
Yeah.
budget, my budget.
Your budget- I thought we did 10,
Oh, that's 7.
You did 7.
well, I do South Craft Road before I do the others. I don't travel those other roads, so I don't feel unsafe.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Wilker Road, I
Don't walk it.
That North Walker Road gets 18 times the traffic.
say, not for Wilker, and I don't, those don't look bad to me.
That's when you're speeding by too fast.
Slow down the road.
And that's, you guys are side, I don't care what we do.
Well, I didn't go over that.
I think
Go
we're
into
gonna
the
look at
woman
area
area, go
and
into
that
the
new
brook down
project.
here.
Yeah.
I think with your new project, that's gonna keep people from spinning up your ditches and driving across fields and everything, which is what we're trying to stop, because we're narrowing that intersection up into Merritt Roads quite a bit.
Yep.
And that's where the main part of that guardrail is on that other side.
I mean, but wait, how much money do we have left from our salt budget? We didn't spend. A lot,
But.
so why don't we just, we didn't, we allotted the
but A
salt.
lot of that's gonna go to fuel, because you're not.
Yes.
We didn't.
I know, we're not gonna spend all of our salt on fuel. But I'm not talking about $200,000, I'm talking 21, and then then next year we take a hiatus. Just get it done.
You tell me what you want to do, I'm fine either way, I'm fine with just doing the Wild Branch area, or we can do all three, or we can do just the south, I don't care.
Well, I'm up for doing the 2. I ain't worried about this one, one.
Hope no one dies this year. Don't get sued.
Put a couple of cement. Put cement, spare cement blocks, like,
Oh, we got two of them, I know what I'm using.
Yeah, exactly.
You got, you guys.
The speed limit, you're not gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, but the roads are slippery.
Slow down.
I'm sorry, if you're on ice and it's slow,
You still get rolled out by a cop. You go off road, you're going too fast. You're up.
I
I don't
understand
care, go
that.
ahead.
So why are you so passionate about the other spots? Grab, tease them. What is it? What's
Because
the
it's a bank,
difference?
because it's a bank going down.
I'm glad I brought this up, Gary. No, I, like I said, you tell
It's
me,
not that
you
much
tell me
money.
which
Why
way you want me
don't
to go, and I'll go either way, I
Be
don't.
done and fix them all done, be right, be done with it.
Well, if it's small, that's that.
You still got the other side things all smashed up.
That ain't all.
get that all in there.
Yeah, exactly, that ain't all of it.
Exactly.
You got monkey sorters, speed, speed.
Exactly. It goes on and on and on.
I'm not saying do all of them, I'm saying do the ones you get the estimate for. Cause we have money left over from other areas we budgeted. I mean, for goodness sakes, we have money left over in salaries and wages, cause we didn't have a full-time person for how long? We have enough money that we can afford to do the 3 places.
I'm impressed. I didn't think you would ever say that, Allison. Well, I'm gonna write that next.
Wait till next year when we pay for all the sand and gravel.
Yeah.
Well, that's next year's problem.
Anyway.
Sell a truck.
Oh my goodness, we're
I just wanna start
money.
somewhere with something, that's all, that's the only thing I'm saying, I wanna start somewhere with something to get moving in the right direction, to get back and getting these things repaired.
Yep.
So, if you want me to do all three, I'll do all three, if you only want me to do all
You guys can do it. It's the point of the 3 of us. I say 2, you say 3. Bruce can, I don't care. You can do 3 if you want. Do
I don't really care.
It's fine. I
I'd
don't,
like to get
Bruce
started.
won't disagree with either of us, so.
I don't want to get started.
We're going around in circles.
I think the bridge in the South Craftsbury Bridge is really sad looking, and if you had some halfway decent guardrails on it, it wouldn't look so pathetic.
You mean going
That was-
on that curb on the curb by the garden pit?
That added another, yeah.
Put lipstick on a pig.
Exactly, make it look a little prettier, you know?
That was at, about 8,000.
But that was new,
And that was all new, so
so
if I tell him do them all used, and that'll not, I mean, it didn't really
Might save a little bit.
knock a ton off. Of
Couple
the half
thousand.
the project, but it did.
we get under 20.
More, so I can get a couple thousand
Tell
more off
him,
of me,
tell him, look, you can do all 3 for 19.
There you go.
See if you're gonna go.
I'll ask him,
See if you can do all three for
if,
19.
and if he
Cause
says
what are you at right now, 21 something for all of them?
21,660.
Alright, see if you can do all three sites for 19.
If he did the South Craftsbury, he could do it all for 19 bucks.
Yeah.
He's in the
If he
area.
says yes, I'll have him do it, if he says no,
We'll
We'll have to fight some more.
try, come up with what he
I
can
get to
do.
sit back and be entertained.
Anything else?
Take their mind again.
So,
Alright,
that'll be, Carl does have
Tess,
his schedule, so.
good for him. When's that?
June 16th.
Yep.
So
Perfect.
shortly after that, we will also be starting in the cold patching, because he's gonna take one trip that day, so if they get tested, we'll get cold patched.
Good, okay.
And
You haven't heard anything?
I have not heard back from Mark, he did tell me when it got closer, he wanted me to go out and mark exactly, I wanted to get the footage down.
there's a few of them on the opposite side.
Yeah, well, those are gonna get cold patched, there's some cold patching, we're just gonna have to do it because, that's the way it is. I do have. Kyle Britt has reached out to me about, since they paved. Last summer, water runs down his driveway. And wanted to know if there was anything I could do, and I was hoping to run into some vendors down at the municipal show that would have some ideas for me, but I didn't. I'm gonna ask Eric Folk tomorrow about it. I called him, I completely spaced it on the speed cart, and I called him today on the speed cart, and they don't even know if they have one that functions right now. So they were gonna check on that, and he was gonna get back to me tomorrow. And I told him, I said, at the same time, I have questions for you about some water issues in town with some pavement. I'm thinking, I asked Tom.
I've had water issues on my road since the state.
I asked Tom Cabrera about it over in Greensboro, and he said he saw down there, they have a walk behind grinder that you could rent,
Oh, to get like,
so.
to redirect the
That would
water.
be one of those things, and we could even do it, maybe make this neighbor over here happier. If we just kind of ground a small swale to get the water,
Shoot past the
to
driveway.
shoot, just.
Yeah.
every time
Oh,
driveway, go
yeah.
onto his lawn between him and Danica's, then you know,
Yeah.
putting all the water in Danica, but it kind of ends up. You know, all these houses in a hole, they're gonna get water.
Water is somewhere.
It's the best we could do.
Yep.
Down Milk, they're not.
Yeah.
You know, you got quite a few houses in the hole in town, so.
Yep.
I'll do the best we can, do the best we can, to fix it and prevent it, but so. I'm gonna ask Eric tomorrow what he would recommend, and then I'll start looking around and see if we can't maybe get a. Something big, just even an inch and a half deep, small swale we can get.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't,
Try something.
you don't want them carrying out the bottom of the vehicle when you're out of the paved road.
Yeah.
It's either that or put a big speed bump in the driveway.
Sounds good.
Well, and that's it, it's either that or you make a hump.
Alright, thank you.
Yep.
Harry Miller,
Yeah, sorry, I don't book.
Harry's here.
I hear you're.
I heard that.
So,
I hear you kicked out the old and brought in the new,
that's all, buddy.
the old bras out.
Well, it's gone, yeah. 14 years. Hard to believe. So,
Sharon is now Karen. Karen has to.
Okay.
I mean, yep.
Do we
She
wanna-
did a really good job, though. She really did. She kept things,
Carolyn?
yeah, she
Oh
was
my God,
amazing.
well, we lost our 501(c) status for the previous treasurer, so she had to go through all that all over again, and that took quite a while. So, as you can imagine, everything is like perfect. So Sarah just has to,
Right,
Open a
maintain
folder,
it.
just open a folder, it's right there,
everything.
everything's labeled.
Wonderful.
Key.
Anyway, I read it and, we are gonna try to fix the bandstand,
So the new one or fixed? Carol said you're building a new one.
not until I fix the bandstand, because that was the agreement I understood with you guys, because I wanted to fix that, then I can proceed with the or stage, whatever you wanna call it, but I figure I'd
Okay.
do, because
See, I was right, you guys. I'm just saying.
He's gonna fix and build, there's two things.
can't use it,
Right,
so
Right.
let's fix it, and Tony's up to help me, Tony Sweat, because he built it with Tony, so.
Mhm.
Everything, take the crane. Put it off and fix it up, then put it back on. It'll be, and I don't know how much yet, you know, we're gonna volunteer labor like those from site usually does, so. The cost of the crane, some material, and I don't know what it's gonna be, but if we could get any help, that would be great. I mean,
how much money do you have set aside for it from there?
well, we have some CDs coming due,
So we have some money that can cover it.
Any idea roughly what it could cost between what and what?
5 and 10.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna reside it and materials, freaking expensive, paint, $75 a gallon is plus some paint today.
Yeah, if you're,
Yeah, so,
you're doing your own labor, that's cut in half.
right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which was
so I
like
did-
We can have, but
Way too much.
won't be able to, can't get a crane for nothing, but some of the items will have to be, but. Somewhere between 5 and 10. We did do the roof, so the roof's good.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah, I mentioned that too, did you know?
Oh,
It has a new road and everything.
More lipstick on a pig.
They did,
5,000 to stick out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
you know who, they pulled the roof off from the gazebo in Harrisburg a couple years ago, you know? Anything about that? I'll have to ask, see if I can find somebody out there.
Oh, they might have a crane gazebo guy.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. No, I don't think crane, it just, gotta do it, that's.
No, but he's saying that maybe whoever did the gazebo in Irisburg
Might be able to.
might be someone that can help you
I'll
out.
see if I can find it.
Move the
Yeah.
crane.
They have a lead for you.
Brochures, when I use them,
Oh, yeah, they're good.
they're really good.
So yeah, we'll give you half.
Touch you more. drive
You have to
down
make a
here.
motion for that. then?
I make a motion that we spend $5,000 of the antiques and unique funds to help rehab the gazebo on the common.
Second it.
Okay, so made motion and seconded, any more discussion? And then feed the vote, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Great, thank you, and then,
That one on.
that'll be
Make more.
this summer, well, then next summer I'll work on the state.
Well, we'll see. I don't know, the money, they might someone else.
Well, but, yeah,
We'll
it's
figure it out.
one
She
thing.
sees about next year.
I wanna get the hands, get it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's so ironic and it's,
It is.
I started having too much on it. It's like, oh my god, we have to do something. Thanks, Gary.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, Harry.
I just also wanna mention on another business is that we hired,
No, you didn't. Answer.
what? This happened,
Coordinator, grant coordinator.
Same with Andrew May.
And, okay,
what? Okay, anyways, I don't know what's happened over here.
never mind.
We hired Andrew May as the grant coordinator.
And he
He literally like says, I'm gonna be able to call Michelle today and come in tomorrow.
He did, he
Oh, he already
came
started.
he
He
Well,
started
no, he
like 12
started-
hours, 12 hours after he got the job.
After you hung up the phone.
Yes.
right, he was very excited.
Well, because he wanted to come last week, but he only could come on, or this week maybe, or whatever I called.
He missed last week. but
He wanted to come
was
last week, but he
full.
only could come Monday, 'cause he had a conference. He goes, well, what are Michelle doing tomorrow? I said, well, how about you email her? I don't manage Michelle's schedule, and she'll let you know. Oh, I'd love to get right in there after tomorrow, so we get started. I'm so excited.
He is, like, I'm like, it's great, it
Nice
really
to have
is.
energy, isn't
It is nice to
Yeah.
have new energy,
So anyway.
so he's,
And so what are we paying him? What are we advertising he's gonna pay? Anybody?
I have to look at the thing, I thought it said 20 to 25.
20 to 25?
20 to 25. is
Yeah,
what
that's
it
20
said.
to 25.
Do 25.
Santa Claus was nice.
He's
I
gonna-
know,
You know
I
why?
might guess, just a minute.
This isn't gonna happen often, people.
Did I know? Enjoy it while we can.
He's gonna bring us money, so it's gonna be worth
I
it.
think so.
no, and I think he's really knowledgeable, to be honest with you, I
Oh,
think he's gonna be a
he's so
really
pleasant.
good, yeah, he's got a really good attitude about things.
He's just excited. to
Very
get people,
pleasant
wants
to
to
work
involve
with.
people in town.
Yeah,
That's all I have. Anybody else have anything else?
Nope.
I make a motion, we adjourn this thing.
So.
We got public comment.
no, I'll let you bring him up.
What now?
We need that in a motion to pay.
Wait a minute.
Don't agree.
We had a phone call, I forgot about it.
Well,
Hope that she was gonna bring it up. About some brush and stuff that got trimmed on the power lines. In town, and I don't feel that that's my responsibility to be important with that. That's
someone wants some fresh trim in the power lines?
Mr. Saraldi is upset with how it looks where they trimmed the telephone lines.
We didn't do that.
We didn't do anything with it, but he thinks it's a fire hazard. And wanted to know if we could do anything about it. And
He needs to
I
contact
think
the people
that's
who did the
outside-
work.
I just wanted to know.
Yes,
I didn't
please.
know that that's outside of my jurisdiction. and
Yeah, we-
He needs to contact people who did the work.
Yeah, or contact electric,
It's,
They're gonna say-
I don't know if it was Hardwick or if it was.
somebody
This
contact.
would have been Hardwick Electric, but one of
Whether
their
it's Hardwick had contract, consolidated, whoever, when they did all this trimming, he does not like the way it looks, and I'm sorry,
No,
that's not me, it's not. It's outside my-
It's on a contact contractor.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not ours.
Right, and that, then they have a right to do it anyway, so.
Yeah.
They have an agreement.
Couple of years, brush will be growing, it'll be all,
That's what it looks like anyway.
run and ground.
I mean, there's a lot, he also said Route 14, of course, and that's been, they did the same thing
Yeah,
on Route
yeah.
14, so.
Yeah, but-
They
That's,
really-
that's a
We
state.
all like your power.
I
We-
like that.
We like it when you're.
Well, it opens up vision and everything.
You can see better for,
I'd rather have them do that beside the road for 300 miles than cross my road once, hour once.
yeah,
No.
sure,
You wanna confirm the next meeting is June 2nd?
Do we?
sure.
I
No,
might not be able to be here.
what day would you like to come? Bruce?
I can do Monday or Wednesday,
Monday sounds wonderful.
okay, first,
June first.
So again, I will not be here.
Oh, she's going to gamble.
Not going to gamble.
Monday, June.
I don't want to gamble. Like, if I had known I could gamble, I would have asked her to get more Canadian money.
I'm,
Casino?
No, I'm gonna open the bed.
really sure what she was doing.
Oh, I think.
told you they don't see no.
I did not know anything about a casino. They did not say that to me. Is there a casino?
Their casinos are because they're coins.
She's slowly educating me on how to set the Zoom.
Yeah, I'll try to.
You got Canadian money ahead? Don't do that.
Well,
You lose the most money. Your best bet is to go and get it there.
She's picking it up for me.
That's nice. You just lost a ton of money.
I got.
It was $200.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know,
gonna make a break. You could do better getting it.
Oh,
Yes, you do. They-
First, before we get into this.
All in dollars.
All right,
People may wanna know. Okay, any more discussion? No. Okay. Meeting adjourned.
so Steve, over here, I just.
Anybody wanna go? Canadian money up there? And signals are.
don't forget their pennies, be careful all the roads. Penny, what is